everybody, this is one project I've been putting off for a long time, but winter's coming pretty quick and it's a project I have to get done. Yeah, that's right, I gotta fix my heater controls in my 2006 F150 4x4. If you watched my other video on troubleshooting the problem, we have realized that the vents are stuck, and the only way to access the vents in the truck is to remove the fucking dash and figure out what is wrong. I'm gonna suspect a piece of foam or something stuck in the dash, but I don't know, I'm gonna have to fucking get some beer going, because that's gonna be a shitty job and I'm gonna have to fucking choke it down. I'm gonna do little by little every day. I'm not gonna do it all in one shot because I'm just gonna get mad. So fucking piece by piece. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna start by first removing the stereo dash, and it's gonna stick something in the corner and then pry it out. So we got the HVAC controls out. Now we're going to remove the stereo itself and that little top cover. Alright, so the whole center console is pretty much gone. The cup holder, stereo, the top piece. The vent door that's stuck is actually right behind this panel here, but it's got all this cross member shit going on in here, so you can't really access it. So I'm going to remove this bolt, one down here and one down there, and that should be it for this section for removing bolts and screws. Alright, we got the cover pulled off by removing two bolts underneath. Now we're going to remove these ones and the ones holding the dash itself and pop those out. Once you remove the two screws for the main dash panel, it just pries up, and we're going to remove it out of the way. Sorry for the bad view. And the speedometer looks like it's held on by 4 bolts, and we're going to pull those out as well. So before you get your dash out, you got to remove this thing. It's just a torque spit up top, and it's got a little wire there, and I'm assuming this will tell you what gear you're in when you're shifting. So now that that's out, there's a few more screws behind there we can yank out. So we got access underneath now, and there was a big steel plate here, so there's 4 bolts holding it in and then 2 more holding the dash in. And I think we did pretty good for today. Most of the shit's out. Alright, this door comes off by removing 2 screws from the inside, and then there's 2 screws on the bottom, and the airbag is going to come out by removing the 3 bolts right there and then lifting her out. So the airbag not only comes out with the 3 screws, like I said, underneath are 10mm bolts. There's 2 wiring clips right here that go each side of the airbags, and then there's 2 plastic pushing knobs that go up top there, and you have to remove this panel first before you can get to it. Alright, there's even a bolt in the corner of this dash pointing downwards. It's going to be a bitch right where my finger is. You can only access that by removing the cover for the door pillar as well, which doesn't surprise me at all. Alright, once you remove that screw, which is a total bitch, I ended up using a cut off 7mm to get in behind there. Go down here, and of course they got one right underneath behind there, which is going to be a super bitch to get at as well. Alright, so this side is pretty much ready to come off. Gotta work on this side, same thing. There's gonna be some bolts up there. That sensor could probably stay there. Move this idiot bolt in there, one down in there. Move the wiring, and this side here should be ready to come out as well. So here we are again, next day. As you can tell, I'm in no rush doing this project. I just kind of come outside and piddle around with it an hour every day. So right now, the plastic dash piece isn't going to come off unless I remove the steering column. And I'm not really a big fan of removing the steering column right now. So my next goal is to remove the bolts for the main frame housing. There's 2 there. Yeah, there's 1 over there. I got the 3 on the side. It's probably, whoops, cut on the wire here. Probably the same on that side as well. And, what I really need to do is pull this main frame out a little bit so I can get at the vents and behind with my hand, and maybe I could reach in and maybe hopefully feel what I'm suspecting is a piece of foam or something jammed in behind, but we'll see. But fuck, look at this boy, tall boy, blue ribbon. I'm gonna fucking drink this shit up. Fucking rights, PBR, that's good shit. So anyways, had a sip of beer, fucking in the cup holder like a fucking boss, and we're gonna start removing those bolts. Alright, so here's the problem right there. That piece of foam was stuck in the door, and that was causing all my fucking grief. I'll see if I can get in there so you guys can see. That's your mode door there. That switches you from vents to everything else. Part of the foam had fallen down and gotten stuck, and it wasn't moving at all. And now, as you can see, it moves freely. All that frickin' work for one piece of fucking foam. I think that deserves a beer. Well, it's a good thing I took my flashlight and peeked inside, because I also found this. Another piece of foam had fallen down and was jammed way down below. So it's two pieces of foam that were lodged in my vent. Alright, timing the actuator takes some practice, especially after you take it out. So don't be discouraged if it takes you a little bit. So that's fucking defrost right there. Go over to panel. There you go, the main door starts to open, right? And that just closes a mode door. Or floor panel, sorry. That was floor panel. That's defrost floor. Pure defrost, and that's how that works. And that's all the foam, once again, that I've taken out. Alright, I want to share this when you're putting the dash back in. You got to put this piece back on. And if you screwed around with that little timing nut, you got to adjust it, because the little wire, you got to remember, it goes back on that little pin there. And that's what tells your gear selector in your truck what gear you're in. So you're going to see now, when I put the key in, reverse, neutral, drive, first, second. And that's how that works. Just screws in, little fine wire goes on there, and you're set. Got one side kind of put back together. Gonna put the top piece back on. Fucking tall boy right here. Blue ribbon, fucking rights. Hot fall day, gotta fucking have a beer, so yeah, let's get this done. So we're almost done. Taking a lot quicker than I thought. Just got that little section left. Take it apart, fuck, it took hours. I spent, well, it's Friday, I started on Monday, and it taken around like an hour, a couple hours a night, because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. Oh, excuse me, burping up beer, but now fucking we're on the home stretch now. Another hour, I think I'll have her completely finished. Now I want to share this part with you just to save some people some frustrations. The easiest way to put the airbag in is to connect your wires before you drop it in, right? Put this end in first, drop it forward, put your two plastic tabs in. You already got your wires connected. There's the 3 bolts, 2 right there, done. You should have your battery disconnected when you hook up the airbag. I didn't. It didn't fucking blow up, but you know, use at your own risk kind of thing, right? So fucking, we're almost done. This panel here, fucking the front piece, glove box, arm pillar, and fucking we're done. This project is fucking killed. Alright, so here we are all back together. This project itself, I took the long way doing the video. Now to recap on fucking how to get her done. Half the panels and shit you didn't have to remove. Basically, if you can remove the main screws, I think they're like 13 mil, the ones for the frame. There's some body parts you're gonna have to fucking pop out. Like some of the main ones are, there's 2 in that pillar, there's 3 down there, there's 1 in that corner, I think there's fucking 1 kicking around here in the middle, and then the 2 down there. If you can get those and remove a few other things, you could probably pull the dash back far enough and remove the screws for that panel. Because once you get that 1 black piece off that gets access to where that door is, you can get your hand in there and you can reach around and you can be able to tell whether it's stuck or not. Actually, you could tell by taking the electronic actuator off, and then there's two levers on it. One lever is for your defrost and floor, and the other levers for your mode door between panel and everything else. So they both should move freely. If one's stuck, obviously you know what the problem is. There's most likely foam or something stuck in there. So kind of take a look at this video. Like I said, I took the really long way doing it. If I had to do it again, there's some shortcuts I can take. So yeah, obviously if you're watching this video, you're experiencing the same thing I did. So all I can say is fucking have a lot of patience, some beer, and fucking good luck. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, post them below. And otherwise, thanks for watching.